Hi everyone, Jayant this side. Okay, we are almost at the end of our playlist. In this video, we'll be talking about loops. Up till we have talked about conditional statements and different data types in Python. Okay, so in this video, we are talking about loops. What they do? They let you repeat actions automatically, right? Instead of writing same line over and over, right? This is where your code starts to get really powerful. Okay, so let's discuss first what's a loop. Okay, what is a loop? Imagine you wanted to print hello 5 times. Okay, you could have written print 5 times, like print hello, 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 like 5 times, or you could, what you could do, you could use a loop to repeat it. Okay, so a loop runs a block of code again and again, which keeps the program short and powerful, right? So your number of line decreases and it executes to what length you want, right? Let's start with for loop. Okay, so let's start with for loop. So what's a for loop? A for loop goes through each time in a sequence, which could be a string, a list, so on, so forth, one at a time, and runs the intended block for each one. Okay, so let me run this. Okay, so here it says apple, banana, and cherry, right? So it went through the list, printed each fruit one per turn, right? Right? Okay. I didn't write print 3 times, right? A for loop also walks through a string character by character if you want to try that. Okay. I can show you here. Okay. So let me run this, right? So you can see here it's printed this here line let character by character. Now this is a nugget. It's very interesting topic here, guys. So please focus. Okay. Notice uh, range 5, right? Stops at 4, right? You understand, right? 5 numbers starting at 0, okay? Starting at 0 and would stop at 5. So we are defining a range here. Goes 1, 2, 3, okay? Let me maybe run it a little more understood. Okay. So the for I in range 5, print I 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Then for I in range 1 to 4, print number I. So it says number 1, 2, 3. Why didn't it print it 4, guys? Why didn't we print 4? I think you should know by now. It is because the last number of the index is excluded, right? It's excluded. Okay, let's move on to while loop. Okay, so a while loop, what is a while loop? A while loop repeats as long as condition stays true. Okay, now, this is important. Something inside the loop must eventually make the condition false or it runs forever. That's what it's called infinite loop. The loop gets stuck. So it keeps on moving, keeps on moving, keeps on moving. Let me run this. See, here, each turn in it prints the count, then subtracts one. The subtraction is what eventually stops the code, right? Without it, it would never end. Okay. Now, if it never ends, there are two ways to control a loop. Okay. First is break, writing a keyword called break, right? It jumps out of the loop immediately, even if it's not finished. Even if it's not finished. Okay, let me run this. Okay. It printed 1 and 2 and then hit 3, then broke straight out, right? Okay. Second, it's continue. What is it? It is called continue. Okay, what is continue? It skips the rest of the current turn and jumps straight to the next time. Okay, so it jumps straight into the next item. You understand? Let me run this. So what happened here? For number in 1, 2, 3, 4, if number is 2, right? Continue. So print number. So when it reaches to 2, right? It skips that number. This this number turn is skipped. So it went straight to the next item. Understand? So if you have to skip, you can use continue. Right? I hope that is understood. Okay. The difference, that's the difference. The ideal difference between break and continuous. Break stops everything, uh, and continue just skips one turn, right? Now, a quick challenge, what numbers will this loop print? It runs through 1 and 5, but continues when I is 4. Guess first. Okay, guys, tell me. Okay, let me run it for you. So it says 1, 2, 3, 5. So the indexing is 0. You're defining a range, so 6 doesn't count. It's excluded, right? So it's still 5, and you are here saying that continue when you're reached to 4. So it skips 4, right? So that's the only point. Now, a real world example. Let's put it together. Adding up a list. Okay. So a real example here, right? What do you think would be the answer? We have two things. One is a list 10, 20, 30, and then total is 0. For S in score, right? In scores, total is equal to total plus S, right? Print total, okay? Print average total divided by length of scores. So what is the answer, guys? Okay, let me run this code. Okay, so the total is 100, right? So we are doing 100, right? And then what is it doing? Average. What is average? Total, right? Sum of all divided by length, 5. So it's doing just an average, right? That pattern looping to build up a result, you'll constantly use this. Okay, moving on. I think we are left with the recap. So a loop represents code, so you don't copy paste. Okay, for goes through each item in a list, string or a range. The range makes number from 0 to nth minus 1, while repeats as long as a condition is true, just avoids infinite loop. If you want to stop it, you can use break, it stops it early. Continue skips one. Okay, I think we are almost at the end of our video, guys. So in the next video, that will be our final uh, video. So I'm planning to do a mini project in that, where I'm using most of the concepts that we have studied here. So it's easier for you guys to understand as to what I'm planning to do and what we have studied so far. So it will just do a recap. I've already prepared that mini project, uh, and tend to walk you through. So there is a learning there as well, so you guys learn. So I hope you are liking the video, guys. Please like, subscribe my channel, and if there is any issue or anywhere you're getting stuck, please reach out to me. Uh, I'm happy to help you in any case, and see you in the next video. Thank you.